Hello and welcome to a community spotlight with an excellent individual here, a good friend of mine, Peter Garthside, who's the owner and operator of Garthside Group and a Cooperators Insurance. So let's get on with it. So
Thanks for having me.
you're most welcome. So just for the viewers, what got you into insurance in the first place? Like what interested you in this line of business?
I think insurers play a really important role in helping people protect what's most important to them. And the cooperators appeal to me because of their focus on community and sustainability and wanting to do the right things for clients, which is very much along my own values. And from a business perspective, being able to do the investment side, the financial planning, estate planning, tax planning for folks and business owners, and combining that with the insurance gave me a lot of capabilities to do play a number of different roles for clients and provide them a lot of resources and a kind of a one-stop shop where they can get everything. I think just being able to provide that kind of protection and that kind of guidance for clients is the biggest reason I got into insurance.
Can you think of like a favorite story of somebody that you've helped that just really was a good experience for you?
Sure, yeah. So a client of mine, Jennifer, comes to mind. We met last summer. She had been a long time. She owns a condo nearby here, and she has an auto policy with us. So we were doing that for her, and she also had some critical illness and a term life policy. And she came in, and we hadn't chatted in a couple of years, and she said that she had met someone, and she got married in Vegas, and she was telling me all about her wedding and everything. And it came to light that it was an American, and she has a son, and she's divorced, and so she ran into a situation where she was having to navigate an extremely complex will. A cross-border will that would have cost her, she called it the $25,000 will. And she's like, this is so complicated to be able to leave things to my son. And I said, well, have you thought about doing a conversion on your term life policy and getting some whole life? Because whole life has dividends from the cooperators. They fund cash values inside the policy, and the investments grow over a number of years, right? And so what we did is she's like, well, I want to make sure that I have $1.5 million when I'm 70 for him, tax-free. And I said, well, that's perfect. So we ran the numbers, and I figured out what the face amount of the whole life policy would be for her. We were able to convert her term policy, so she didn't have to do any underwriting or health checks. We got the term policy into the whole life for that face amount, and then based on the basic projection, we were able to get her to her $1.5 million by age 70. And it's so simple, it's so straightforward, and I could just see the relief kind of pouring off of her that she didn't have to navigate all this complex will to leave a lot of money to her son. At age 70, if she were to pass away, or even more if she outlives that. So that was a really nice outcome for her, and she was super pleased about that. She just came in for her renewal a few weeks ago.
Nice. That's one thing that I've always admired about Peter is he's always willing to take time with people and make sure that they're in the right product, and he does a lot of my insurance as well, which I'm grateful for, because that's basically peace of mind for me. Right?
Yeah, good. I'm glad. Yeah, you've got a solid policy. So
yeah, and just one sort of fun question, like what do you do for fun?
What do I do for fun? Well, for many years, I was a percussionist. So I'm a huge music lover. So I love listening to music. I still get on the drum kit once in a while. I've got 2 kids at home now, so not as often as I would like. Well, you're a guitar player, so you'd understand that. I do music for fun and exercise. Like I love working out with weights in the basement. I just put on my tunes and go down there, and it's my kind of escape. So. And I love to golf too. Golf is fantastic. So
nice, and I can attest to the drum because Peter and I jammed.
That's right.
I melted down an amp
when melted your amp. I remember
that. when we jammed, and that was it for that amp. So.
Yeah, it was.
Anyway, I think we've spent enough time.
Okay.
So It was a pleasure, Peter. Thank you for your
Thank you,
for
Craig.
your time.
Always.
And yeah, back to the studio.